During my most recent pregnancy, when I was nearing the end of my first trimester, so still very sick, very nauseous a lot of the time, I tested positive for COVID, and I had not been recently vaccinated. This was the first time I had had it, and it was awful. I have never felt so sick. I was honestly very scared. The whole time I was just thinking about like, oh my God, I wish I had the vaccine right now. I wish I had the vaccine. I hope this doesn't get worse because as we know, the vaccine is proven to lessen symptoms. And when you're pregnant, you are more at risk to worse symptoms and hospitalization. Now, obviously I got through it. I was fine. The baby was fine. But a couple months ago, RFK's HHS decided that pregnant women don't really qualify for the COVID vaccine anymore. Here's a screenshot from ACOG. They make all the medical recommendations during pregnancy based on research and science and medical experts, where they talk about how dangerous it can be when you're pregnant to get respiratory illness. And they go on to say that they do still recommend the COVID vaccine if you're pregnant. Now, one of the symptoms, probably the worst symptom I had, was this headache that I can't even explain as a headache. It was like the fiercest, worst pain for about 2 days. And when you're pregnant, there aren't many medications you can take, but most medical experts agree that Tylenol or acetaminophen is safe. So thankfully, I took that. It still hurt like a bitch, but it gave me a little bit of relief. What does RFK Jr.'s HHS want to do? Take that off the table. Scare women into thinking that taking Tylenol during pregnancy causes autism. Again with the ACOG. Across the country, I've always identified acetaminophen as one of the only safe pain relievers for pregnant individuals during pregnancy. This is not medical advice, by the way. I'm not a doctor, and I feel like RFK should have to say that disclaimer anytime he speaks. Last but not least, I have talked about the fact that my second pregnancy was so much different and postpartum than my first, for probably many reasons. But one of the main reasons I think was that I was actively in therapy and I was taking a medication. Now, it wasn't an SSRI, but it really helped me nonetheless. And I was afraid that I was going to have to go on it when I got pregnant, but working with my therapist and my OBGYN and care team, they said, no, you're fine. They reassured me and said, baby is safest if you are safest, and those benefits outweigh the risks. So I'm sure you can see where this is going. Yep, RFK's HHS decided that SSRIs are not safe or acceptable in pregnancy. Again, here's ACOG with an official response to this recent panel with a bunch of fake doctors. Said their FDA panel on SSRIs in pregnancy was alarmingly unbalanced and did not adequately acknowledge the harms of untreated perinatal mood disorders in pregnancy. So what's the end game here for RFK and his health department? Does he want pregnant women to suffer and or die? That's rhetorical.